Hey guys, let's get more news about Miami Heat, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Jimmy Butler sets the record straight on his future with the Miami Heat. In a chat with the media, NBA veteran Jimmy Butler opened up on his standing with the Miami Heat. As he explained in the exclusive interview, he has no desire to leave the Heat franchise and believes that he's found a permanent place to close out his career. "I feel at home, man. I really care about the city. I really care about the people in this city," Butler said via GQ. "Miami has embraced me. They've wanted me to bring them something they haven't done since LeBron, D. Wade, and C. Bosh. And I want to do that. So as soon as I get this knee back right, I'm right back on there and everybody knows it." Following yet another disappointing playoff run, the Miami Heat are facing a lot of questions about their future, and Butler is at the center of them all. The 12-year veteran turns 35 in September, and he's coming his worst statistical season since the 2018-19 campaign when he was traded to the 76ers. Complete with 2 finals runs and a lot of wins in between, Butler's tenure in Miami has come with prosperity for both sides, and it's been a match made in heaven regarding their approach to the game. But as Butler ages, and the Heat move further and further away from their finals run in 2023, there is increasing anxiety that they can bring a championship to the city of Miami before it's all said and done. After just 60 games played this season, and none in the first round, rumblings indicated that the Heat were tired of Butler's compromised availability. Pat Riley himself has come out to deny these rumors, and Jimmy Butler's agent has gone to great lengths to express his client's unwavering loyalty to his team. But unless Pat Riley makes changes in some way this summer, there is little hope that the Heat can return to the finals and finish the job for the first time since the departure of LeBron James. The Heat are always a team that can never be counted out. Even when they're out of the race, there is always a chance that they respond with a groundbreaking move in the offseason. This summer, while the options are somewhat limited, the Heat are expected to go star hunting in an attempt to add even more talent alongside Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. One player that has long been coveted by the Heat is star point guard Damian Lillard, who explicitly wanted to be traded there last summer. After his debut season with the Bucks ended in disappointment, there's a growing movement of people who feel like the Heat should try again to trade for Dame and finally get the point guard they've always wanted. There's also Joel Embiid. The 76ers were far from impressive in the first round, and the Heat have long been considered a premier destination if he were to ever leave the Sixers. In that system, under that culture, Embiid would thrive like we've never seen before. Of course, if the Heat want to go smaller scale, they can also make a run for veteran wing shooter Klay Thompson, who is set to hit free agency this summer with no clear direction on his future. One way or another, the Heat will find a way to get better, and it seems Jimmy Butler expects his squad to do whatever it takes to stay ahead and keep fighting for supremacy in the East. Miami Heat rumors: Jimmy Butler reveals surprising next destination if he leaves South Beach amid 2024 extension talks. Jimmy Butler said he plans to end his NBA career with the Miami Heat. And once he does, he wants to play for Flamengo in the Novo Basquete, Brazil. I mean, yeah. In the NBA? For sure, Butler told Rohan Nadkarni of GQ about the Miami Heat being his last NBA team. But then after that, I really do want to play for Flamengo. I tell everybody, I'm half Brazilian. The 34-year-old forward is fond of Brazil because he is close friends with Al Hilal forward Neymar. At the moment, Butler has one more year left on his current contract with the Miami Heat, and he can pick up his $52.4 million option for 2025-26 or become a free agent. But as much as Jimmy Butler wants to stay longer in South Beach, the Miami Heat front office has yet to discuss an extension with him. Despite this, Pat Riley said they're not keen on trading Butler anytime soon, even if he took issue with his antics following their first-round exit. Jimmy Butler recently said that the Miami Heat would have been more competitive against the Boston Celtics if he was around. He didn't play in the first round after picking up a knee injury during the play-in tournament. I feel like everybody gotta pass this playoffs, man. We're not going out like that. So as soon as I get this knee back right, I'm right back on the A, and everybody know it, Butler said on GQ. During the regular season, Jimmy Butler averaged 20.8 points, 5.3 rebounds, 5.0 assists, and 1.3 steals per game on 49.9% shooting from the field and 41.4% from three-point land. The Kevin Durant to Heat rumor leads to worry about Devin Booker's son's future. Brooms are great as long you're holding the handle. The Suns ended up in the bristles, swept out of the first round of the playoffs, sentenced to an offseason of turbulence. The solution is both inevitable and obvious: fire Frank Vogel. Or trade Kevin Durant. Turns out, the delay in the former might be to accommodate the latter. The latest and hottest rumor is that Durant would consider a trade to the Miami Heat if it makes sense to all parties involved. Former NFL wide receiver Chad Ochocinco-Johnson said Durant told him as much in a lengthy conversation, apparently allowing Johnson to go public with the information. If true, it means Durant has green-lighted another runway departure in his nomadic career. If true, it means Durant feels no responsibility or accountability to the current cause or mission in Phoenix. If true, it means he's cool abandoning Devin Booker. And that's what worries me most. But let's rewind a moment. Vogel was a bad fit for this group from the very beginning. He is not confrontational. He pandered to his star players by always harping on the officiating, choosing to punch down in times of real adversity. He is the rare defensive-minded head coach who is not confrontational by nature. As a result, there was a lethal leadership vacuum at the top of the organization. Durant's alleged unhappiness was first reported on Christmas Day, and Durant soon retorted with a string of stellar performances. But as the season wore on, there were many random scenes where Durant looked unhappy and unconvinced, far removed from the huddle. A damning report in The Athletic detailed how Durant felt unhappy and misused in the Suns' offense. The story also included an alarming anecdote of a desperate and angry Vogel screaming at the top of his lungs, attempting to save a sinking team while his players rolled their eyes. In professional sports, you can transform from hardline authoritarian to a user-friendly player's coach. Tom Coughlin did it and won a Super Bowl with the Giants. But you can't go the other direction. You can't go from kissing posterior to busting posterior. When the season ended with another painful elimination game loss at Footprint Center, owner Matt Ishbia may have landed on the correct strategy: fire Vogel and run it back with the big three, giving them a robust leader, a new voice, a new direction, a new offense and a reason to believe. But the lengthy delay on Vogel's job status, along with Ochocinco's recent comments on Durant, have both raised and changed the stakes. If Durant wants to be traded, and if Durant was the player who was truly most unhappy in 2023-24, well, there might be no need to part with Vogel. And this much seems certain to me: Durant averaged 27.1 points and 37.2 minutes while playing 75 games. His availability, durability, and productivity were spectacular. It was a season that will return Durant to the All-NBA team after a short absence. Which means this offseason will likely be the last best time to trade KD. And I'm okay with that. This might be the last chance to get a point guard, some athletic wings, some glue guys, and give the team back to Booker. But it feels like Durant and Booker have grown very close over the past 1.5 seasons. And if Durant is willing to go public with passive third-party trade scenarios, what is Booker's mindset? Is he still our hero forever? Is he loyal to the extreme like Larry Fitzgerald and Shane Doan? Or is he listening to the voices luring him to the Knicks and Madison Square Garden? Is he following Durant's lead? If so, we have a calamity on our hands. We will be stuck with an NBA franchise that lost its heart, soul, and compass. A franchise no better than the Wizards, suddenly rebuilding around Bradley Beal. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Kevin Durant? Leave your opinion in the comments.